Hi, welcome to Yoga in My Garage with me, Patty. And today's practice is going to be a bite, and I'm calling it a balance bite because we're going to balance. So, if it's helpful for you to have a chair nearby for the balancing part, you can go ahead and get a chair. If you want to move to the wall when we balance, you can do that, or you can, if you can move your wall, bring your wall closer to you. Other than that, you will just need 2 blocks and we'll get started. So come on to your hands and knees. Walk your wrists in front of your shoulders and bring your hands wider than shoulder distance. And then on your next breath in, tuck your toes under. And on your breath out, press your hands, lift your hips, come into a downward facing dog. You can walk your feet wider than your hips. You could keep your feet hips distance. Shift your weight a couple of times. One side and then the other. Maybe you feel the sides of your torso opening a little bit. And then pause. Let the knees bend a tiny bit. Press more through your hands. Let your head hang. Take your next in-breath in through your nose. Open wide. Exhale out. And one more of those here. Inhale in through your nose. Open wide and exhale out. And then let your lips touch as you inhale. Lift your heels high off the floor. As you exhale, lower down to your hands and your knees. Bring your hands roughly shoulder distance. Have your shoulders over your wrists, your knees under your hips. And then inhale, move your chest forward. So come into cow pose. Think of trying to draw your shoulder blades in. And on the exhale, round, lift your navel, lift your lower belly. Shoulder blades move away from each other. As you inhale, you move into cow pose. And on the exhale, round into cat. Inhale leads you into the cow, spinal extension. Exhale rounds you into cat, spinal flexion. And then inhale into center. Walk your wrists in front of your shoulders again. Maybe just hit shoulder distance with your hands. Tuck your toes under. And on the exhale, lift your hips, come into a down dog. And this time, pedal your feet. Bend one knee, release the opposite heel towards the floor. On an exhale, switch sides. Knee bends, opposite heel drops. On an exhale, switch sides. So we're moving on our breath. And one more. On an exhale, switch sides. And then on an inhale, lift the heels high off the floor. Take a bend in your knees. Press more through your hands. Reach your hips away from your shoulders. You might keep a bend in your knees. You might start to allow your heels to drop towards the floor. You might press the tops of your thighs back so you find a straight-legged downward dog. You can have a bent knee downward dog. Keep your breath even. In and out through your nose if possible. And then inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, come down to your hands and knees. So again, hands shoulder distance, shoulders over the wrists, knees under the hips, hips distance. And inhale moves your chest forward any amount you can. Find the cow pose extension. Exhale, rounding into cat. Navel, lower belly lifts. Inhale, moving into cow. Exhale, rounding into cat. And then move into center. Straighten your left leg back. And then lower the left heel to the floor. So you have to pivot. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Here's a balance. Press your bottom hand down. Reach the top arm up. And then try to draw your right buttock bone under. You might look up at your top left thumb. We're going to take the top arm, drop it down. Keep your left leg straight. Bring the ball of the foot to the floor. On an exhale, bring your right knee towards your nose. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Find plank. Shoulders over the wrist, gaze forward. And then exhale, shift into downward dog. Pause here in down dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Legs straight or knees down. And then exhale, shift into down dog. Inhale, come forward into plank, legs straight, knees down. Your exhale shifts you into down dog. Last one. Inhale brings you forward into plank. If your legs are straight, think of the heels reaching back. Think of the crown of your head moving forward, top of the head. Exhale into down dog. Exhale down to your hands and knees. Inhale into the cow pose, spinal extension, shoulder blades try to move in. Ooh. Exhale, rounding, cat pose, flexion. Inhaling, move the chest forward. Head is the last thing to lift. Exhale, rounding, press the hands, head drops. And then move into center. So this time, straighten your right leg back. Lower the heel to the floor, and you're going to reach your right arm up to the ceiling. So press the bottom left hand down, reach the top arm up. Think of drawing your left buttock bone under. You might look up, you might look at the wall your chest is open towards. And then exhale, drop your right hand. Keep the right leg straight, bring the ball of the foot to the floor. On an exhale, bring your left knee towards your nose. Inhale, straighten your left leg, pause in plank. And then legs straight or knees down. Exhale, come to your belly. Tops of the feet to the floor, lift your chest, come into a cobra. Exhale, back down to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest. Really press the centers of the tops of the feet down. Exhale, back to the floor. Inhale, think of lengthening to lift your chest. Back muscles lift you up. Stay here. You might slide your wrists back a little bit underneath your elbows. You might lift your chest, lift your thighs, turn it into an up dog. And then from wherever you are, exhale back into down dog. It's a bite. Take a breath in here. End of the exhale, let your knees bend. Walk or hop your feet towards your hands. Maybe keep the feet hips distanced. Inhale, lift your chest. You can slide your hands up your shins or leave your hands on the floor. Exhale, fold into your legs. And then come all the way up on the inhale. Reach your arms overhead. Keep them shoulder distanced. Spread your toes. Press your feet down. Stand evenly on your feet, evenly on your right and your left side. And then exhale the arms down. So pause in Tadasana just for a moment. Let the arms release down, as if the very top of your head could lengthen up towards the sky. Sometimes setting an intention for your practice is nice. Sometimes just tuning in, turning in to notice your inhale and your exhale. And then on the inhale, reach your arms overhead. You could touch your palms and look up. And then little bend in the knees, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift your chest. And then exhale, fold back to your legs. And then come all the way up as you breathe in. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, your arms come down. Inhale, lifts your arms. We're going on. Exhale, folds you over your legs. You hinge at your hips. Inhale, lifts your chest up. And then exhale, bend your knees, get your hands to the floor. Step your right leg back. Step your left leg back. Find plank. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you might lower to your belly. You might stop halfway in a chaturanga. Inhale, lifts your chest. You could come into cobra. You could come into up dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Shift into down dog. Pause here. Your legs are roughly hips distanced. Let your heels release towards the floor. Gaze back between your toes. Maybe between your knees. Is your breath even? And then end of the exhale, let the knees bend. You could walk or hop your feet forward. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, into your legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, your arms down. I'm keeping my feet hips distance. You can bring your feet together if you like. Inhale, your arms overhead. Exhale, fold over your legs. legs. Trying to keep your breath smooth. Inhale, lifts your chest. As you exhale, bend the knees, hands to the floor. Step your left leg back and then your right into plank. Take a breath in. And then knees down or not. Exhale to your belly or stop halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale can lead you into cobra or to up dog. And then your exhale shifts you into down dog. Pause here. Check in with the breath. And then end of the exhale, knees bend. Walk or hop your feet forward. Inhale lifts your chest. Exhale into your legs. Come on all the way up on the inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, your arms come down. We're going on. Inhale, bend your knees and reach your arms up. Come into chair pose. Pause here. I'm keeping my arms shoulder distance. A little more weight in the heels. And then on an exhale, fold over your legs. On an inhale, lift your chest. I'm going to bring my hands to my blocks. You don't have to, but we're stepping the right leg and then the left into downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift your right leg up off the floor, hip height, maybe higher. Try to keep your hips even. Exhale your right knee towards your nose. Inhale back to the three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right knee towards your nose. Inhale back to a three-legged dog. Exhale your right knee towards your nose. Step your foot between your hands. So lower the left heel to the floor. And then you're going to lift your shoulders over your hips, reach your arms, right arm forward, left arm back, warrior two. So your right leg is forward, nice deep-ish bend in your front right knee. Back leg is straight. Think of reaching the outside of the back foot to the floor. Think of hugging your right buttock bone under. As you exhale, soften in your face, maybe soften in the shoulders. And then inhale, straighten your front leg. Reach your arms up, shoulder height, shoulder distance. Exhale, bend your front knee, arms down. Inhale, front leg straightens. Reach your arms up. Exhale, bend your front knee. The knee moves out over the middle of your front foot. Inhale, reach the arms up. Pause here. Keep the arms overhead. Exhale, bend your front right knee. It moves out over the middle of the foot. And then you'll hinge over your front right leg. Right arm can come to your thigh. Right hand can come to your block. Press with the back foot, back leg. Reach tall with the top arm. Exhale, top hand down. Lift your back heel. Look forward. Step your back foot up to your front. Lift your chest as you inhale. Exhale into your legs. Bend your knees. Little heaviness in the heels. Reach your arms up. Come back to chair. And then inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, your arms down. All right, taking. So as you inhale, bend your knees and reach your arms up. We come into chair pose, Utkatasana. As you exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift your chest up. Hands on blocks of the floor. Step your left leg back and then your right into downward facing dog. And then we're lifting the left leg up off the floor. Try to keep the hips even. Try to keep the lifted knee and toes pointed down. Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Inhale, back to a three-legged dog. Exhale, your knee towards your nose. Inhale, back to a three-legged dog. And then exhale your knee towards your nose. Step the foot between your hands. So lower your back heel to the floor. And then you rise up into warrior two. So your shoulders are over your hips. Front left knee is bent. Left arm forward, right arm back. Gazing out past your front left fingers. Trying to find ease, sides of the neck, top of the shoulders. And then inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bend your knee. Release the arm shoulder height. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arms up.
As you bend, sort of track your knee out over the middle of the front foot. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arms up, so keep your arms overhead. Stay anchored with your back leg and then bend your front left knee. Try to hug your left buttock bone under. Press the back thigh straight. And then hinge over the front left leg. Left forearm can come to your thigh. You can bring your hand to your block. Press strong with the back right leg. Reach tall, reach long with the top right arm. Take a breath in here. Exhale, top hand down, back heel lifts, pause. And then step your back foot up to your front. Lift your chest as you inhale. Fold into your legs as you exhale. Bend your knees, your heels are heavy. Reach your arms and come back into chair. And then straighten your legs. Release your arms down. So come into Tadasana. And then we're coming into the middle of our mats. So we're starting a balance sequence. I'm putting blocks on either side. If you want to be close to the wall, have the wall on your left side. I'm not mirroring you today. We'll see what happens. So the wall's on your left side. Bring yourself into Tadasana. Let your big toes touch or feet hips distanced. The sense of standing evenly on both legs. The sense of the crown of your head lengthening up. Come up on the ball of your right foot. Rotate your right leg open. So tree pose. Where does your right foot go? You can keep the ball of the foot on the floor. You could bring it to your shin. You could bring your right foot all the way up to the top of the left thigh. And then once the leg is placed, bring your palms together just for a moment. Can you slightly draw your right buttock bone under? Press the left thigh straight. You want to hug your outer left hip in. So you lengthen up, keep your palms together. You can have your hands on your hips or reach your arms up. Breathing here, tree pose. And then on an exhale, you'll come back out of the pose, find Tadasana. Hands to your hips, take a bend in your knees, step your feet apart. So reach your arms out. Your feet are not as wide as your ankles under wrists. Take a comfortably stepped apart stance. And then rotate your right leg open 90 degrees. Adjust your back foot, your back leg, your back hip in. Take a breath in here. And then exhale, reach beyond your front foot. Bring your right hand, you could bring it to your shin or your block, and reach your left arm up. So Utthita, extended Trikonasana, triangle pose. Press the back foot, maybe you reach longer through the crown of your head. Top ribs roll up, maybe look up. Press the bottom hand, reach taller through the top arm. And then on an exhale, we're dropping the top hand. Look down, bend your front right knee and pause. Try to draw the right buttock bone under. You could stay here. You could take your block a little forward and then bring all your weight onto your front right leg. Let the left leg lift off the floor. So half moon. You might take a little bend in your right knee. You might press that foot into the floor. So drawing the right buttock bone under, reach your left arm up. Take a breath in. Maybe flex the foot of the leg up. And then on an exhale, bend your right knee. I'm keeping my arm up. You can bring your hand to your hip. Lower the back left foot to the floor. Come back. Find Utthita Trikonasana. And then on an inhale, come up out of the pose. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Turn your right leg forward. Take a breath in here. Lift your chest. Exhale, fold up and over your legs. You can move your hands away from your hips or not. And then strong feet, strong legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands on your hips. Bend your knees. Step or hop your feet back together. So we're back in Tadasana for tree pose. So you can have the wall on your right side, chair on your right side. Come up on the ball of your left foot. Rotate your left leg open. And keep the hips pointed forward. And then where does your foot go? You can stay on the floor, come to your shin. You can bring it up to the top of the right thigh. You want to firm your outer right hip in. You want to draw your left buttock bone under. Maybe bring your palms together. Notice if you hold your breath to balance. Hold the breath to hold the balance. You want to keep the breath moving in, moving out. You can reach your arms up, keeping your breath steady. Soften maybe the gaze a little bit, the external gaze. So the in and out of your breath becomes very interesting. And then exhale, bring your hands together and come back into Tadasana. Bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees, step your feet apart. Reach your arms out. So comfortably wide stance. Rotate your left leg open. Allow your back foot, back leg, hip to shift. Take a breath in here. And then exhale, reach out. Where does your left hand go? Could come to your shin, could come to a block. Reach your right arm up overhead. You might look up. And that sense of the breath being important. And then as you exhale, drop the top hand. Turn your gaze down, bend your front left knee, and pause here. Find steadiness here. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you adjust your block. Shift the weight onto the left leg. Let the right leg lift off the floor. You might bend your left knee to draw the left buttock bone under. Flex your right foot. That's the leg that's in the air. Hand could stay on the hip. You could reach your arm up. And then to come out, bend your standing knee. Lower the leg that's off the floor to the floor. Come back to Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale all the way up. So catch your hands behind your back. Switch the lacing of the fingers. Switch the pinky finger, all the other fingers. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, up and over your legs. This is Prasarita Padottanasana C. Hands move away from your hips. Press the feet down, come all the way up. Bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees. Step your feet back together to Tadasana. And then come back. I'm going to use this as the top of my mat. Come back to the top of your mat. Feet together or hips distanced. Inhale your arms overhead. And on an exhale, fold over your legs to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest up. As you exhale, hands to the floor, step into down dog. Stay here. You could come to hands and knees. You could come forward into plank. Take chaturanga to up dog. On hands and knees, you can take a couple rounds. That's what I'm doing. Of cat-cow. And then wherever you are, lower down to your hands and knees. Come onto your seat. Bend your knees, have your feet on the floor. Leave a block back behind you where your head will be as you reach your arms forward and slowly roll down onto your back. It's a bite. Walk your heels close to your hips. Spread the toes, press your feet down. Inhale, lift your hips. And exhale down. Press the feet to inhale, the hips up. Pause here, bend your elbows. Press the elbows and upper arms down. You could walk your shoulders under a little. You could hold onto your mat. Feel the heels maybe press a little heavier so your hips and your chest lift. And then take your block. Could be flat, could be middle. Lower your hips onto your block. Drop the arms down. So sometimes we don't feel steady if our feet come off the floor. You can leave your feet on the floor or bring your knees over your hips. Straighten your legs up to the ceiling. So 5 breaths here, an inversion. Let the exhale get a little bit longer. Feel free to close your eyes. Maybe the exhale releases the back of your head, your upper back to the floor. And then bend your knees. I just realized there were so many birds squawking. And drop your feet flat to the floor. Lift your hips if your block is not flat. You want to flatten the block down. Slide your right leg straight on the floor. Flex the right foot. Keep your left foot on the floor, or you could bring your knee in towards your chest. You might feel some more opening in the front of your right thigh. Put the left foot on the floor. Bend your right knee. And then slide the left leg straight onto the floor. Keep your right foot on the floor, or bring your right knee in towards your chest. And then put the right foot on the floor. Bend your left knee. Inhale, lift your hips. Take the block out. Just bring the block maybe behind your head. Lower your hips down. Walk your feet wider than your hips. And then on an exhale, drop the knees to the left. You can turn your head to the right. And bring your knees up. Drop your knees to the right. You can turn your head to the left. And then bring the knees up. You can keep your feet wide. Let the knees drop against each other. Bring your hands to your belly. You could slide your legs straight. Soften the gaze or let the eyes close. As you take your next exhale, try to release in the face, the shoulders, the upper back. As you exhale, feel the front of your body fall towards your spine. Again, releasing in your face. Stay here longer if you can. And if not, reach your right arm overhead. And then roll to your right side. You can bring your knees a little towards your chest. Pause here. Let your left hand be on the floor. Let it help you press yourself up. You could sit on your shins. You could cross your shins. Let the eyes close. Bring your hands to your thighs. Bring your palms together. Pause at the end of this balance bite. Just noticing how your body is, how your breath is, how your mind is. You could set an intention for the rest of your day off your mat. You could just be here, breathing in, breathing out. And then on an inhale, let's lift the chest. Keep the chest lifted as you exhale. Tilt your chin towards your chest. Just take the moment to thank yourself for your practice, for rolling out your mat. I thank you for joining me for this balance bite in my garage. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.